Let's do some vertex coloring. We're going to create a vertex edge graph by connecting the things that cannot be together, and that's going to help us figure out who should be together. And here are some basic directions. We'll begin with a vertex with the highest degree, call that number 1. Everything else that's not adjacent to that is also number 1, adjacent to that or each other, and then we'll repeat from 2 to 3, and here we go. Let's just do it. Several inmates gotten into fights with others in the jail. For this reason, they cannot have rec time with those that they have fought. Who would have thought? Given the information below, what is the minimum number of rec times that should be arranged and who should be in each time slot? So we have A, B, C, D, E, and F, and G. I mean, if you kind of glance, you'll see A, B, C, D, F. Sounds like grades, but it's not. We have person A, person B, person C, person D, person E, person F, and person G. So read it carefully, and I haven't read it yet, but I have scanned, and I do know that all of these letters are in there. So if they've gotten into a fight, then we connect them. And that means in the end, they cannot be together, but that's okay. We'll deal with it when we get there. So switching colors for fun. A has gotten into a fight with C. You ought not do that. A has gotten into a fight with E. A has gotten into a fight with C, and with E, and with F, and with G. Okay, so let's just go ahead and start. Let's just go ahead and talk about where this process is going. And this is going to be one of the easiest things you ever did in your life. You've done this many times before. We're going to have the inmates here. And each inmate is going to have a degree. And then we're going to have their specific rec time. Rec time number 1, rec time number 2, whatever. And so we will have inmate A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. All right, there it is. Move this lamp a little bit so there'll be less of a shadow. All right, much better. Let's keep moving. All right, in a minute I'm going to fill this chart in, and when I do, I'm going to be like, oh, the degree of A is 4, so yay. All right, but we'll deal with the rest of that later. Okay, B has gotten into a fight with C. B has gotten into a fight with C. All right, that's terrible. I'll not do that. C has gotten into a fight with D. And with F, that's also terrible. I'll not do that either. D has gotten into a fight with E. And F has gotten into a fight with G. Frank and Gus got into a fight with each other. So we have read through all this. We've connected everyone that has gotten into a fight. And so therefore, we are at a position now where we can find the degree. We've already gotten one of them. So the degree of A is 4. The degree of B is 1. The degree of C is 4. The degree of D is 2. 2, 3, 2. That's the easy part. Okay, so what rec time should they have? Well, let me grab a couple highlighters or colored pencils or something. I have 2 highlighters. Hopefully there's only 2 rec times. Otherwise, I don't have enough colors. Oh, well. All right, so I'm going to pick the highest number that I see, which actually is a tie between A and C, and that's okay. That's totally okay. So I'm just going to pick one. I'll just start with A. And I'm going to say that person A has the yellow rec time. So I'm going to color A yellow. Now, as I do, I'm also thinking, who can I put with A? So they're going to have rec time. We're going to send these inmates out on the yard. We're going to say, all right, guys, have fun, no fighting. And I need to make sure that A is not with anyone that he or she would fight with, and also that wouldn't fight with each other. So, like, for example, if I could put B and A together. That's great, but what if B and D had fought? Then I couldn't put them together. So I need to consider that too. So I'm going to put everyone that I can with A. Well, it's not G, it's not F, it's not E, it's not C. So D and B. And it's okay that I put them together too. So D and B. This is what we call it vertex coloring because, well, we're coloring. All right, and that's everybody that can be together with A. So switching colors, that got really blurry. It's about to get much cleaner now. There we go. All right, let's pick the next high number we see, and the next one is the 4. So call that one orange. Only these 2 highlighters. I don't know what I'm going to do next. Oh, well. All right, who can be with C? Well, these guys are already taken. E could be with C. That's fine. F cannot, and G cannot. Actually, I lied. G can. So C and G have never been in a fight. So C and G can be together, and C and E can be together, and E and G can be together, so we're good. E, and G. There we go. And then we have one more left, and I will find something that will look remotely like a highlighter. This is going to look terrible. It's going to be an old green magic marker that I have had for, oh my goodness, over 20 years, for real. There it is. It's 3. It's not a highlighter because that would just mark that F right out. But F is all by himself. Bless his heart. He has been fighting and fighting, F for fighting, and therefore he can't be with anyone else, and so F is all by himself. So let's make sure that we have answered the actual question. Given the information below, what is the minimum number of rect times it should be arranged? There are 3. We have yellow and orange and green, or you can call it first, second, third. You call it whatever you want. There are 3 rect times. And then who should be in each time slot? Who should be in each time slot? We're going to have A, B, and D together. And then we're going to have C, E, and F together. C, E, and F together. And then, C, E, and G. I'm sorry, C, E, and G, not C, E, and F. Don't put C with F. They'll fight. C, E, and G. And then F. I would say F is together, but F is separate. F is together with himself. But anyway, those are your 3 right there.